Alright guys, welcome back. I finally have a computer up and running, so that's nice. And I've only done 2 sealed pre-releases with this set, so I don't even know if I know all the cards yet. So this is going to be a good time, we're going to have some fun here. Disallow is pretty sweet. Obviously like a 4 of in, it's actually 5 tickets, so I don't want to be that guy, but on opening day, I'm probably going to take the 5 ticket rare. Like, that's just crazy. Also, it's just a solid counter spell. Being able to counter an activated ability or triggered ability in limited isn't terrible. I can't say it's better than anything else in this pack. Whenever you use life for the first time, you get a energy, pay 2 energy, sacrifice it each opponent. Yeah, that's not great. I like Shielded Aether Thief a lot. It reminds me almost like a Spiny Starfish. Being able to just draw extra cards and multiple extra cards in a game is pretty huge. For each kind of counter, yeah. So this guy just proliferates, which is actually very good. I like Scrounging Bandar a lot. I think Prey Upon's also very good. But here we can go. Consulate Turret is pretty. No, it's actually just player, so that's actually not great at all. All right, so Daring Demolition is just fine. Destroys a creature or vehicle. Decommission is just basically Appetite for the Unnatural, but worse, right? I mean, it's just you don't gain the life automatically. Maulfist Revolutionary could be very good. I feel like, oh, actually, Ridgescale Tusker is insane. I actually lost a game because of this guy, because this ability is just ridiculous. I'm gonna just take this guy. Ridgescale Tusker is not even a reasonable uncommon. Daredevil Dragster. At the end of combat, if Daredevil Dragster turns block this combat, put a velocity counter on it. Oh yeah, I played this guy in limited actually. Or I played this guy at the pre-release, and it was actually pretty good. Just being able to draw 2 cards is really nice. I mean, and then you either get to deal 8 damage or eat 2 things. I mean, it's pretty good. I like this card a lot actually. Except 2 creatures in return. Yeah, I don't know why this is uncommon. I guess because you draw a card. This also keeps us pretty non-committed. I think that's probably the best card in the pack. I don't actually... I mean, this guy's a 4/4 with Hexproof for 6. Could actually be very, very good. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Daredevil Dragster. Scrounging Bandar. Yeah, I like Bandar a lot. I think if you like Seed Sculptor in the last set, you'll probably like Bandar a lot. This seems interesting. Return on her hand draw card. Sure, for 4 mana, that's okay. Dispersal Technician actually seems great. It reminds me of Vedalken Dismisser from Ravnica. I think we're just going to take the Bandar, though. It's just very good with Ridgescale Tusker, and it's a 2-drop, which is nice. Renegade Rallier. We can bring back our Bandar. Herbalist is also good. It reminds me of Burning Tree Emissary, but the ability... I played this also in the pre-release, and the ability wasn't very relevant very frequently. Like, yeah, you get 2 mana, but like you'd already have the 2 mana if you didn't play this. So the only thing you're getting on top of that is usually a 2/2, and it's a card out of your hand as well. It's not like it's free 2/2. Yeah, this guy's actually very good. Becomes a 4/3 with trample. I think I kind of want to just go with the Rallier here. Like, that's just card advantage. I mean, it would put us into white-green, whereas this just keeps us on green. I think maybe it's just Leopard. Also, putting a Bandar counter onto this guy is actually very good. Yeah, we'll just take the Leopard. I don't see a reason to be white here. Wow, another Shielded Aether Thief. Are we just green? Are we just blue-green energy? And this guy has flash, too. Oh, this is great. We're just going to take this guy. Wow, that's awesome. We can even put a counter on him with a Bandar, and then put another counter on him with a Ridgescale Tusker. Does he have Defender? No, it doesn't even have Defender, so you could actually attack if it gets big enough. And Dispersal Technician, again, pretty good. So we can just bounce a guy, which is pretty nice. Yeah, Frank, that's what it does. It bounces a guy. You're just telling us what the card does. I guess we take another Dispersal Technician. I don't see anything else to take. I don't think Leaving the Dust is... Actually, maybe it's fine. Maybe it needs to have a trick. I also don't mind Metallic Rebuke. Like, this could cost 1 mana for a mana leak. Like, that's pretty reasonable. And you don't have many artifacts, so right now it's not great, obviously. But I think we'll take Leaving the Dust just to have it. Like, they might not even have that many artifacts, so I don't really want to get too many 3/2s for 5. Got these Machinations again. So yeah, this is just our first pack again. Cruel Finality is pretty good. Yeah, Ice Over is just fantastic removal for the blue-green deck. That seems fine. Also, Moray is pretty fine too, because you might be doing a lot of blocking, which is it's an 0/5 that becomes a 2/3 or a 4/1. And it gives you 4 energy when it comes into play. That's a lot. That's a cat. He's extremely loud right now, so you guys probably heard that. Natural Obedience is great. Pretty much exactly what you want in this format as far as removal goes. I mean, you put it on the bottom of their library, they'll never get it back. Wow, Fatal Push is a 7-ticket uncommon right now. That's insane. Exile up to 2 target creatures you control, then... Yeah, we knew what that was. I don't know why I read that. Filigree Crawler is not terrible, I guess. Maybe it's terrible. I don't know. 4 mana for a 2/2. That makes a 1/1 flyer when it dies, which is pretty relevant. Yeah, I'm just going to take this guy. I don't think it's Illusionist Stratagem. I guess it could have been with this guy, but... Maybe now we take a Metallic Rebuke. Sure. Let's actually sort this by converted mana cost. I don't know why that Daredevil was sitting in a weird spot there. Alright, we're just going to take this Plains. Yeah, blinking things could have been reasonable. Like blinking this guy, blinking the Tusker, blinking the Bandar. Maybe the blinking thing was what we wanted. Usually, I feel like it's not a super powerful effect, but in our deck, it might be reasonable. Man, Gifted Aetherborn's pretty good. Another Leopard. Another Ice Over, too. Is Ice Over just very good? Like, it doesn't tap them, which is an interesting caveat, right? Like, sometimes it taps them, sometimes it doesn't. Watchful Automaton is just a 2/2 that scries is also not terrible. It gives you a lot to do in the late game. I think it just might be the Ice Over, though. Or the Leopard. I don't know if we're playing both of these counter spells. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Leopard. I think it's just better for our deck. I like Midnight Entourage a lot. And this would have been great if we took the other Aetherborn, because, well, obvious reasons. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature, then put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control the 1/1 counter. That's actually pretty good in this deck, I think. We have yeah, this card seems real good for us. And we can just build around it. Other options are Technician, Automaton, Barricade Breaker, which is basically just upgraded Juggernaut. And yeah, I think we're just going to take the Lifecrafter's Gift. This Implement of Ferocity is also an option. It's like 2 mana for a 1/1 counter and drawing a card, so... but I think we can get one of those more easily than we can get another Lifecrafter's Gift. Spire of Industry. Man. Interesting. Aether Herder. Yeah, so this is just a green dude that puts 2. I think we're just taking the Prey Upon here. Yeah, that seems good. I'd rather just have a removal spell here. Oh, 3/2 and enters out if you can amount of energy equals the greatest power among creatures you control. So at the very least, this gives you 3 energy from itself. And you can force a dude to block. Another Shielded Aether Thief. I think we're taking the Pima Aether Seer. The energy is definitely relevant with 2 Leopards and an Aether Thief. And maybe this Shielded Aether Thief, or the other one, the one we opened, will come back. That would be sweet. That would be real sweet. I would not mind another Scrounging Bandar, but I think people might be onto it. Another Lifecrafter's Gift. I don't think we want 2 of that card. I like this card a lot. I like Silkweaver Elite's also pretty sweet because it lets you, it gives you the potential to draw a card in a green deck, which is always nice. Implement of Ferocity could be the pick here. It goes well with all our counter stuff, and it also these are great for Revolt, right? Because they let you sacrifice them. Sacrifice this draw card. When it put in the graveyard, draw card. So this is basically just draw 2. It's just a divination for 1 extra mana. I'm going to take the Silk Reaver Elite, though. I think having the reach is a little more relevant. And another Prey Upon. Wow. Hopefully, a lot of these implements will come back and we can get them then. I always want to take things like Hunt the Weak or Prey Upon in the blue-green deck, because you don't actually have a lot of ways to remove things otherwise. Herald of Anguish is also 7 tickets. Is there something with that guy that I don't know about? Me and Mashi talked about it on Magic TV last week. And I was talking about how I think the card is fantastic. I'm just going to take this Winding Constrictor. It's actually like 1.5 tickets. I'm not going to play anything else. I'm not going to play Barricade Breaker or Augmenting Automaton. Probably not playing Bastion. We don't have enough artifacts to make Improvise relevant. And, yeah. I'm just going to take this guy. Ooh, a Tezzeret's Touch. That's foil? Oh, man. What a time to be alive. Probably not playing this guy. We're probably just playing Dispersal Technician number 2, if anything. Yeah, that seems fine. Also, Dispersal Technician is great against Tezzeret's Touch. So if they put their Tezzeret's Touch on a guy, oh, well, I'll just bounce it. Well, you get it back anyway. So I guess it was going to happen one way or the other. So, yeah, I think our deck looks pretty sweet right now. We still have a pack of Kaladesh. There's a Scuttler. Not a big fan of Scuttler. 6/6. We don't have many activated abilities, I don't think. We have Shielded Aether Thief, which we need 3 mana for. Or 3 energy for. Yeah, I think we're just going to take the Iron Tread Crusher. Take the Barricade Breaker. Whatever, it's a big 7/5. I'm just going to take Tezzeret's Touch. I don't think we're going to play a 3rd Dispersal Technician. Probably not playing the Barricade Breaker either. 6/2 for 5 is kind of meh. Consulate Turret. I kind of just want to take this just because I get the energy. I don't know if it's any good. I was hoping to get one of the green artifact back, but it does not look like we have yet. No luck. No luck. We also do need more 2-drops. Oh, it's too bad we only got 1 Bandar. That guy's good. Oh, we did get an Implement of Ferocity. That's fantastic. Works with Lifecrafter's Gift. Works with Silkweaver Elite. Yeah, take it into custody. Not terrible. If this was when it leaves the battlefield, put a 1/1 Thopter into play, that'd be sweet, because then you can actually blink it with the blue card. But also triggers Revolt by blinking things, so that's pretty sweet. No, Midnight Oil. Nature's Way. That's just Nature's Way, my son. I think that's the best card for us in this pack, unfortunately. This is not an exciting pack. Hopefully, we were hoping for like a Nissa, but... or an Aether Squall Ancient, which we open pretty frequently. So now we have double Prey Upon Nature's Way. Now we need some big guys. Oh, Metalwork Colossus is a pretty big guy. I don't think we're ever going to cast that, though. I guess Daredevil Dragster makes it cost 8 instead. But it is pretty good with Prey Upon and Nature's Way, so... We also have Prey Upon, Nature's Way, Ice Over, which is a lot of removal for a blue deck. A blue-green deck. And we have a Natural Obsolence in the sideboard. Obsolescence, rather. Not obsolence. That's not even a word. This is actually a tough pick. I think it's actually Metalwork Colossus. I don't think we need removal either of these. This doesn't do anything. I'm not excited about these guys. Whereas Metalwork Colossus, if we get more vehicles, actually does something in our deck. So, we'll see. I need more 1-2 drops. So I think we're actually just taking the Sage. It's not Select for Inspection. It's obviously not any of the off-color cards. So this isn't... Not a great pick, but also not a difficult one. Yeah, man, these packs are terrible for us. There are like no blue or green cards. Again, not going to play anything else but Sage. But every Sage lets us draw a card with a Shielded Aether Thief. Real surprised, like, we passed 3 other Shielded Aether Thief. I'm real surprised, like, none of them came back. Unlicensed Disintegration still in here, huh? Pima Outrider is probably what we want here. Gets a counter. This guy also gets a counter, but I think Pima Outrider is just a little bit better. Also worth noting, there's a Wildest Dreams in that pack, which is a card I'm quite fond of, but I'd rather have some bigger creatures now that we have Double Prey Upon and Nature's Way. So, I don't want anything out of this pack. Does larger than life even do anything? Maybe on like an Aether Stream Leopard? It's not exciting at all. I guess we could larger than life prey upon something. Alright, I'm just going to take this because I think it's probably one of the better options with the cards we have. But I'm not thrilled about it. Also, I can definitely see cutting Filigree Crawler. It doesn't work for Metalwork Colossus. Filigree Crawler and Metalwork Colossus are probably the 2 easiest cuts here. We also have Leave in the Dust, which is a... We actually don't even have to be blue necessarily. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue cards. But I don't think we have any more of any other color, so it's kind of difficult to switch gears now. Now, Blossoming Defense is actually very good for us. I'm okay with that. There's also a Self-Assembler. So if we were going to go non-blue, we could take this Self-Assembler, and then there was a Self-Assembler in the last pack. We'd taken both of those. And then just had 2 Self-Assemblers here. But again, they don't contribute to Metalwork Colossus, so it doesn't really do anything. Deseret's Ambition's actually fine. 14 creatures. We can take out Metalwork Colossus, I guess. I just don't see it happening. I do like having a Ceremonious Rejection, so that's pretty nice. 13 creatures, though. I would like to have 1 more creature in here. Especially with 4 fight cards, 3 fight cards, and a... I guess just 3 fight cards. Probably take out Ambition. We have a lot of ways to draw cards. We have Leave in the Dust. Silky really ideally. Shielded Aether Thief with a bunch of energy production, Implement of Ferocity. Aether Trade Winds, bouncing some things. Yeah, just take Veteran Motorist, I guess. That guy's got to be worth like a whole nickel. Probably not even worth a nickel. Alright, so this looks like our deck. Unfortunately, I think we're missing some things. I might just want to disallow over the Metallic Rebuke. Like, we don't... Our ability to improvise this seems low with only 3 artifacts. If we can improvise for even 1, though, it might be worth it, I think. Then it's just Mana Leak. However, having disallow in the late game to counter, like, a triggered ability is also very good. Yeah, I think I like disallow better. And our mana requirements are pretty good. We don't have that many. Yeah, that seems fine. Alright. So this looks like our deck. 13 creatures. Maybe we just want this Barricade Breaker in here? Just to have a big dude? What do we take out for it? Maybe 1 Prey Upon? Yeah, one of the problems with double Aether Revolt, 1 Kaladesh is that you don't actually have as many creatures with Fabricate, so you don't get as many counters on them. So cards like Lifecrafter's Gift is just not as strong, but you still have Ridgescale Tusker to remedy that. Yeah, I think this deck is sweet. 13 creatures seems fine. Barricade Breaker is very, very big. But we don't have a lot of artifacts to... That's my only problem. Like, you don't want to keep this in play. This isn't going to stay in play. Yeah, so I think we're just going to submit like this. I think that's fine. Let's go 9-8. I never like going 10-7, just because when you have a double blue card or whatever, you don't want to have to draw 2 of 7. Like, it just seems bad. Alright, so we'll see you guys in round 1.